Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth, and today it's Writing Wednesday. So, Writing Wednesdays is something I started on this channel a couple of months ago and then kind of let fizzle out. But I think the title pretty much tells you what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about writing. It is November the 30th, which means it is the last day of Nano. And I thought I'd just give you a quick update on how that went for me and what I'm working on right now. So let's start with Nano and then move on to something that's less depressing. NaNoWriMo is, if you don't know, and I don't know how you don't know if you've been watching any of the videos lately, but it is a month where people from across the world come together and they try to write 50,000 words or the basis for a novel in 1 month. And of course, I was hoping to be able to get to 50,000 words. I was hoping to finish a novel. I think if I type up everything I haven't typed up yet, that I might be between about 8 and 10,000 words grand total. I'm not writing 45,000 words today. I promise you that's not going to happen. However, I'm excited with the fact that I have about 10,000 words for the month. I know that that's weird. And honestly, last year, even or a couple of years ago, I would have been so depressed because I wasn't able to get to that 50,000 word mark. But the fact that I'm writing makes me happy. And so any writing I got done is more than I had before. And that's all I can really say about Nano. If you've been doing Nano, let me know how you've done with it down below. Hopefully, you were all able to get to where you wanted to get to. But even if you didn't get to 50,000 words, anything you managed to write is a step in the right direction. Let's move on, shall we? I did get to write some. I've written about 10,000 words, like I said. I worked on the 5th book in my Stone Dragon saga. I know that it's the final book, so it's going really, really slow because I love these characters so much. And I think that's kind of dragging it out for me, even though I do not intend for that to happen. I think that that's kind of happening a little bit. And I do know that I'll have at least 2 more books in this world because I'm going to have a book of the short stories I've written and probably a few more short stories about different like side characters, and there will be a book of the legends and myths from Realta, which is the fairy world. But this is the last novel in this series, and it kind of makes me sad. So I've been going way too slow on it. I really need to pick up the pace. But I'm also working on The Way We Were, which is on the cusp between new adult and adult, I think, fantasy novel. And it's the longest novel I've ever written. I'm somewhere between halfway and 3/4 of the way finished with it, and it's already longer than any of the other books that I've completed. And I still have the whole big action scene and all of that at the end that I need to do, and I'm not even close to getting there. But hopefully, this will be the best thing that I've ever written. So that makes me happy. And I just love the characters in this one as well. They're partially based off of my friends and we are some really sassy people, let me tell you. So this book has characters that I absolutely adore for completely different reasons than the ones that make me adore my dragon characters. But yeah, I'm really excited about The Way We Were. I did write about a page on it yesterday, and I wrote a couple of pages on it over Thanksgiving break, but I'm still not anywhere close to being where I was hoping to be at the end of November, which is fine. It's fine. Anyway, I wrote today, but not on either one of those. You see, one of my favorite pieces of advice that I give to people about writing is that if you have a block, if you are not able to move forward on the story that you're currently working on, instead of getting angry and putting your writing aside, what you need to do is find a prompt or think of whatever is stressing you out and then write about that. Get that out of your system. And hopefully that frees up your creativity to move on to whatever else you were trying to work on to begin with. Well, instead of writing about all of the stress and everything going on in other places in my life, I saw a prompt on Facebook last night that just wouldn't leave me alone. So today, when I had some classes that had basketball games, so instead of 25 kids, I had 5 kids that just brought in books and homework. I went ahead and wrote that prompt out and then wrote in this notebook front, back, and then to here. And I've probably got the rest of this page at least to finish up, to finish the short story. And the prompt that I saw on Facebook that prompted this, see what I did there? Was she adds a charm for every person she kills. And for some reason, that just wouldn't leave me alone. I immediately thought, hey, I should write that. And now I'm writing it, which doesn't actually happen as often as you would think that it does. The first paragraph reads, Shika eyed the display case shrewdly. Somewhere in that thick tangle of superheroes and fantasies was the perfect charm to add to her bracelet. Back so soon? Grant, the thin bird-faced night clerk, joked with a painful attempt at flirtation. Did you miss me that much? Not at all, she smiled slyly, the perfect charms catching her attention. I never miss, Flyboy. And of course, it goes on from there. Hopefully, when I get done with it, it will be a fun and interesting little 1,500 to 2,000 word short story. I will be posting it on my writer's blog here in a few days once I get it completed, typed up, and tweaked a little bit. So if you want to check that out, please do not hesitate to go and click the little link that I always leave down below to estyree.soulstainedink.wordpress.com and sign up for it, hit the follow button so you will get to see the story when it is completed. That's all I've got for you guys today. I just wanted to do a quick little chatty update for you. So please feel free to leave me any suggestions for videos you would like to see on Writing Wednesdays. If you have any questions about what I'm writing, any of that stuff, leave it down below. And please do not hesitate to let me know what you're writing. And if you have anything else that you want to tell me or ask me, leave it down below as well. Until next time, guys, read something good, write something better, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.